Welcome, leaders, teams, and those ready to take charge of their energy. It's Kelly Buboltz, your guide in workforce energy management. Burnout is not just a buzzword, it's a symptom of deeper root cause stressors. We're here to stop waiting for the change and start leading it. It's time to reclaim our energy and lead our days with intention and purpose. An action in your organization that's killing productivity is the double duty work. What I call it is the double duty doom, because it's when two or more people are unknowingly duplicating work. They're gathering the same info, they're solving the same problem, they're redoing efforts, and you're losing productivity. This wastes time, this increases miscommunication, and it defeats the purpose of working harder because you're not working smarter. So we're going to be talking about how to reduce this redundancy of double duty work. Usually when double duty work is happening, there's a lack of clear roles. So when responsibilities aren't clearly defined, when you leave a meeting, when someone is hired, the team gets reorganized, people tackle the same task. This also can happen in poor communication. So information silos lead to duplicated work. And because teams aren't aligned, it can literally happen in your own department. And in today's technology age, it's also due to insufficient systems. So without a central piece for updates and communication, like the main medium for updates, people will chase the same answers. I remember contacting our accounting department for a report that I needed. And when I contacted them for the report, they said they already sent it to this person. So then I contacted this person. They said they already got it from that person. And we had about 4 people working on the same report, submitting the same report to our corporate headquarters internationally. Not clear roles, poor communication, and insufficient systems. Because we weren't using the system efficiently, we were not only taking time to each create this report, but in the system, it didn't show that the report was ever created in the first place, which is why we all assumed no one did it yet. 4 people working on the same report, submitting the same report, and it takes hours to do. That's a time waste. Now, this also can be happening when you have lack of trust. So people will redo work because they don't trust the first attempt or the file that was submitted or the data that's in the file. And so lack of trust does go into double duty work when you have dysfunctional teams. Now, the reason why I went through some of the root causes is because step 1 is identifying where the redundancies are happening. So is it at work that we're double checking people's work because we don't trust them? Because we're not using systems, because there's miscommunication or unclear roles. Because if you're trying to address one thing and it's actually a root cause over here, you're not going to fix the actual problem. So where is it being repeated and what is the actual root cause? If you're seeing this at home, are you running the same errands? Are you doing the same tasks? The same root causes apply. Unclear roles and responsibilities, poor communication, maybe lack of systems like a chore chart or calendar use, or lack of trust that they're not going to get it done or they're not going to get it done well. Now, there is a mindset shift that also needs to happen. If 2 people are doing the same thing, one of them didn't need to do it. And that's a mindset shift that sometimes teams have because they think that they're doing teamwork, that they are doing it together, but they're not seeing it as a waste. So there is a mindset shift that needs to happen and be addressed. Now that we have identified the root cause, is it unclear roles and responsibilities? Is it poor communication? Is it lack of trust? Is it lack of systems? You can create a single source of truth to move forward. So at work, if you don't have a shared system, can you get a shared system? Can you integrate systems? Is it a project management tool or a central database? Can you put real-time updates so people aren't doing double duty work? They already know someone is working on there. At home, do you have task lists? Do you have checklists? Do you have calendars? Do you have grocery apps to prevent that overlap? To help with that mindset shift over time, you're going to have to retrain how they think. So a quick check-in and reroute to save hours from these duplicate efforts, stating, Kelly, I see that you're done at this stage and you're going to hit our deadline. Anyone have questions for Kelly? Obviously, they're clearing roles and responsibilities are mine. I'm on task, so no one needs to redo my work. Any other questions is opening up to anyone else that might have other check-in needs that need to be fulfilled. And then the third step that we're going to do, since we identified the root cause, we identified the route forward. Step 3 is how we're going to clarify and delegate roles going forward. At work, who owns what? Define responsibilities, define owners, define roles so that work isn't repeated. Do updates often in systems or in meetings so that everyone knows who is doing what. At home, if someone owns it, do they own it all the way through? So say if someone's going to own the dishwasher, you have a kid that's going to be doing the dishwasher duty this week. They own filling it, they own emptying it, they own putting everything away, right? They own the whole thing. Reduce that decision fatigue, reduce that double duty work, reduce that whole thing of, is this dishwasher clean? How many times does your household ask that one? And then when you get to the mindset shifts that need to happen in a sustainable way, trust is a process. We know that. It takes time to rebuild that. It takes time to gain it. So redoing someone's work isn't efficient. It's waste. And you just have to repeat that over and over again. It drains time. It drains energy. It drains the morale. You can reduce the double duty doom by cutting the redundancy, communicating clearly, and reclaim productivity without adding more. Today's step matters. It's in the micro moments that real change begins. Managing your energy isn't about shame, blame, or disrupting your lifestyle. It's about the small, intentional choices to reclaim that natural energy. If this episode hit the mark for you, share with others. This journey doesn't have to be lost and lonely, but exciting and full of new paths. See you back here to continue the adventure.